Is going on, guys? So today is the day that we start the engine. I have not been recording all the work that I've been doing lately to the car. Simple fact that I have to use two hands with all these things. But it's pretty straightforward. All it is just like running the fuel lines, trying to I guess fit it up into the gas tank and then bring it all the way to the front, which it's just a straight shot. And so for my car I have a 10 AN feed, 8 AN return. Pretty much I put a AN fitting onto the dual fuel hanger from Full Blown, and then put a fitting onto the Brady line, hook it up. Oh my gosh, you see that? You see that? So cold. Wait. Okay. Well, yeah, just put it onto the Brady line and then bring it all the way to the front. Got everything from Jags. You see these they're called cushion clamps. They pretty much just go around the fuel lines and then you just clamp them down, put a self-tapping screw to the chassis and holds it in place. I can get a little video here. Alright, so here's the fuel lines, pretty much screwed in to the chassis all the way to the front over the subframe, and comes out right there. 90-degree bend into my fuel filter, and then through the side into my fuel rail, back out my fuel rail, over here into my fuel pressure regulator. This side's blocked off. The return is down here, goes down, loop down there, and then just back out to on the stock driver, or the stock location for the factory. What am I trying to say? I'm mumbling. Yeah, whatever. It goes straight shot back onto the driver's side into the fuel tank. Also, I got this hose right here from local parts store, like Advance or something, and just straight shot from here all the way to the intake manifold. I do need to ignore this. That doesn't go there. The fuel pressure regulator, I need to get it vacuumed into the intake manifold side somehow. I need to look that up, but I got a fuel leak. I need to tighten this. Alright, yeah, I need to do that and get this puppy running. I just filled up the gas tank with 93, and right now I'm in the process of hooking up these hoses down here. I just stuck them on just to fill up the tank, but I'm actually going to have to go back in and push them all the way in, because you can see here they're like halfway on. Also, we have the shifter box in. I can take this back apart and kind of explain everything, but so all I did was drill a hole from underneath, stuck the cables through, slid it underneath that metal tray right there, and then hooked it up to the box. And then the shifter plate bolted down to the chassis, got nuts underneath to secure it, and then bolt the box onto the shifter plate. First start up, guys. Alrighty, so we've got the motor in, got the header installed, and unfortunately, when we got the motor running, the motor started knocking. Fortunately, we bought a bad motor, but it is what it is. So today we have here new motor, K24 A2 TSX motor. Yeah, so got this puppy together. Well, I guess taking it apart, prepping it. We gotta get this off. We also need to. We're actually going to be using this intake manifold, and for those that want to drop a K series, or I'm sorry, a TSX motor inside a EG or any chassis for that matter, we picked up a 8th gen Accord throttle body, which is the drive-by-wire. Bolts right up. And yeah, so right now I'm just in the process of getting the intake manifold off because as I was taking off the fuel rail, one of the injector heads got stuck in here and it fell inside. So I'm gonna have to take care of that. I'm in the process of taking the engine back out. I got all my wiring harness set aside, all my throttle cable, my fuel rail, and all that stuff set aside. I only left the charge harness on the car. Now all we have to do now is I already loosened all the bolts on the header. I just left one bolt to hold it in place. Only because I haven't jacked the car up yet, but figured I'd get it ready to drop out. Now the next thing I'll be doing is taking the axles out, and once I take the axle out, I'll take the header out, and we should be able to pull the motor out. Oh, and when we do pull the motor out, we'll be taking the rear T-bracket. Sorry, ground wire in the way. Rear T-bracket out. Alrighty, so we got the engine back out of the car. Now we're just gotta disassemble the transmission. Well, take the transmission off of the block, transfer it over to the new motor. Also, take the charge harness, the alternator, all the mounts, the pulley. I don't know if I said the starter. Yeah, the transmission.
Clutch.
Yeah, the clutch, the flywheel, all that stuff. Intermediate shaft. And we should be good to go.
Okay, cool.
Alrighty, guys. So here's the old Type S motor. Got everything taken off of it, transmission and stuff. Got it switched over to the K24 A2. Everything's bolted up. Now it's just waiting to be put back into the chassis. So the motor is finally in the car. I'm so sick and tired of putting this motor in. There's there's so much room, but it's so wide that you almost have no room to play with, and it really sucks. But it's in, and as I was installing, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm mumbling. I'm tired. While we were trying to install the motor, I totally forgot that it's a K24 long block, and I ended up having to change the hole to the bottom one, and then I had to take this one apart and flip the mount and whatnot. But yep, it's in now. Okay, so just a little update on the car. We just got done putting the motor in. I still have to go back and put all the fuel lines, and I still have to put everything together. All I did was drop the motor into the car. As you can see here, it is currently 12:56 in the morning, and I'm so tired. I had to come home and eat real quick, but yeah, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm about to head back to the garage just to get this car started. Okay, it's currently 3:25 in the morning. We got everything back together. Time to start this puppy up. Alright guys, got all the motor together, back in the car, K24 A2 with a K20 A2 Type S transmission. Let's start it up. Sounds good.